Hey everybody, Jerry here at Mohawk Collision. I'm with Brandon and Christian here. We're talking about Beauty, his black 911 we've been doing a ton of work to. We'll kind of go over a few things we've gotten on this thing. Basically, once the body work was done, the whole body of the car gets sanded, masked up, prepped up. As I said, we sealed it off so that it's got corrosion protection on the exterior now. Inside all of the panels, there's added corrosion protection as well. We sprayed it with 3 coats of Axalta Black Base, 3 coats of Axalta Clear. We let it sit for about a week to 10 days before we even touched it. And then sanded the car down with 2000 grit sandpaper, went over that with 3000 what they call Trizac. And we gave it a rough buff and polish. So it's not final yet because we're gonna be doing a lot of reassembly work. So it's 85% completed on the paint end, but we know we're gonna be putting a lot of fingerprints on it and that sort of thing, so we didn't final polish it yet, but Brandon will kind of take over here and tell you what he's been working on throughout this process and give you some updates.
Yeah, it's just been a fun chore to try to remember how to put everything back together that you took apart in October, but we have a great blueprint process, so everything's pretty dialed in. So everything goes back together fairly smoothly. You know, it's obviously the task of getting everything lined up and tight so all your gaps are perfect and just making sure everything's good, you know, looking new, fresh. Trim blacking all the old parts that we're reusing, getting underneath, we're gonna undercoat everything. And then yeah, just putting it all back together and making it look beautiful again, you know.
There's a lot of components to reassembly, you know, with the hardware, making sure we got the correct hardware, making sure that it all matches, making sure that all of the factory sound deadeners are in place, all of the original equipment stickers and gaskets are utilized and in place.
Yeah, we want it to look as factory as we can, yeah. You know what I mean? It's like it rolled off the showroom floor back in '88, right?
All right, guys, thank you to Jerry, thank you to Brandon here, doing an awesome job on the car. This is actually the first time that I have seen it in person painted, and I am blown away. And they'll tell you that the car's not even close, that it's still rough. But as far as I'm concerned, everything looks so shiny and beautiful that I'm absolutely excited. Now, we do need to get it back to our Porsche Center for a few things. Our Chris Carroll, our classic technician, our Goldmeister technician, needs to install some new headlights that we do have, and those are a little surprise as to what you're gonna see. I think everybody will be very blown away by them. They're gonna be awesome. We need to take care of the dash right here, which we have to replace as well. So you can see here, it's cracked from the accident. So that needs to come out. We already have that, but that's something that Chris will do. Rear area, the rear lights, we have new rear lights as well that we're going to install, really kind of just finish up all that. On the outside, we got some kind of cool little custom touches that are coming, you know, a little bit of something to the wheels. On the inside, you could see the car was generally in very nice shape, but you know, one of the really nice things that we're going to be doing is carpet replacement, some nice custom touches on the inside as well. But you know, I want to get my hands dirty too, so I'm going to do a little something in there. You'll see as we approach, but if you look at all these parts, the new bumpers, which look beautiful, came from Germany. We're still waiting on one bumperette, so one bumperette here is new. We're waiting on one over here, and you can see over here a nice little custom outlet right there. So you'll see we posted the other day about a cool exhaust that we have, or you know, something from Fab Speed for the vehicle. It's a little bit more in depth than most of you know. You're gonna have 2 outlets for it. The old parts right here, which is crazy to see, you know, and the tables over here with all of the parts that they're working on, new, old, whatever needs to get done. I am absolutely impressed. And then one more thing on the Health Restoration Challenge, maybe you could tell, but I'm down from 236 pounds to 204, which is awesome. Our parts manager, John Braden, is down over 60 pounds, so I can't even claim the trophy. He claims the trophy, and a couple of our other guys at the Porsche Center are doing the Health Restoration Challenge, but they're looking to gain weight and muscle more than they are looking to lose weight, so it's become an awesome thing. So Classic Restoration Challenge on one end, going great, and Health Restoration Challenge on the other end, also going great, and we'll see you at the finish line.